All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. We've got a bunch of people in the chat. Why don't you all start by? We'll get started. We'll get warmed up in a moment, and we'll get started with our agenda. But I'd really love to know where's everyone from. Just drop it in the chat. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what time it is. So we can GM or GN each other. Like for me, it's 1 in the morning. I'm in Melbourne, Australia. But I'd love to know where you guys are from. So, hey, Pavlok. Just hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. How fun is this? Ooh, we got someone from Uganda. I think I saw that. And then Lebanon. Awesome. Excellent. Where else? The UK, NYC, Pakistan, Colombia. Wow. Oh, gosh, you guys are hammering it so hard. I'm not able to keep up. Wow. This is awesome. This is so good. Switzerland, Brazil, Germany. Did I miss Taiwan? I think I did. Ghana, Canada. Jeez, look at you guys all over the world. You're going to see some pretty cool stats about this, by the way. You're going to see some pretty cool stats about all this. So this is great. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, look, thank you, everybody. GM, GN, GE, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you're from. Thank you so much for joining us for the kickoff of the Chainlink Spring 2023 Hackathon. We're super excited to have you guys here. We have so much coming up for you guys in the next few weeks. I'm super excited for you guys. You're going to have such a blast. So let's just get started because, I know you guys are dying to get hacking, dying to get creative. So let's get you on the road as fast as we can, right? So just to quickly cover all the things we're going to talk about today in the next half an hour or so. I'll try to keep to time. Okay, I'll try to keep to time. But we're going to talk about this hackathon. What's great about this one? What you can expect, prizes, sponsors, tracks, all of that, all the good stuff, right? We'll talk about previous hackathons so you guys know how Chainlink Labs has evolved the hackathon, how so many developers have benefited from it. We'll talk about all the prizes you can expect, not just the Chainlink prizes, and there are tons of them. We're also going to talk about sponsors and sponsor prizes, right? Key dates. What are the dates that are important to you? When is it, we're kicking it off now? When are submissions due? When's judging going to come out? All that sort of stuff. Rules and eligibility, because that's going to have a lot. You guys are going to have a lot of questions about that, right? So we're going to talk about all of that. Where do you get help? What kind of resources do you need? And of course, for many of you, because you guys are around the world, and we're going to talk about some cool stuff and stats around that. But for many of you, I'm sure you're looking for teammates, right? You're looking for other people you can collaborate with, get creative with, build, make connections. We're going to talk about all that stuff. But first, let me introduce myself, right? So let me just switch screens here. There we go. So that was the agenda that we just talked about a moment ago, right? Now let me introduce myself. So my name is Zubin Pratap. I'm a developer advocate at Chainlink Labs. I used to be a software engineer at Google, and before that, for a long time, I was a recovering lawyer. But now I think I'm in the best job in the world because I get to hang out with people like you and build some crazy cool stuff, right? So let's talk about this hackathon. Guys, I gotta tell you, we have some world-class industry-leading workshops happening for you guys, right? All scheduled, it's all available on the schedule. We have real thought leaders out there, both in the engineering space and also in the economics and the Web3 space. Generally, we have Patrick Collins, we have Austin Griffith, Nader David. All these guys are going to give some great workshops, right? We're talking about the leading lights. There are also going to be some phenomenal workshops on game-changing technologies out there, including what Chainlink launched at ETH Denver. Chainlink Functions, right? Which is basically decentralized computation for the blockchain. You can think of it as kind of like Google Cloud Functions or Amazon Lambda Functions, but for your smart contract, right? So decentralized computation that scale, we call it Chainlink Functions. I'm going to run one of those deep dives myself, and other colleagues are going to do some really cool demos for you on that as well. And hey, you never know. Maybe if you guys give us enough energy, enough boost, enough pep in there, lots of participation, a lot of really cool attendance at the talks, and you actually start hacking amazing stuff, hey, maybe somebody in a plaid shirt will also turn up for a special session and have a chat with you guys. You never know, right? Now, some of the world's most talented people are going to be here, so you get the opportunity to network with them, right? Build connections, build the relationships. Doesn't matter where in the world you are. The world of having to be in the same city as somebody else, that's in the past, right? We now live in the new world, the kind of world that Web3 is building. So this is your shortcut to real world-class mastery and skill. Do not forget to make those relationships and make them count, right? So world-class material. Some of the topics that we're going to cover here for you on the screen. These are just some of the things that I've listed up there, right? All the latest Web3 tools, whether it's Hard Hat, Foundry, whatever's going on, you're going to find out all about it. For those of you who are new, for those of you who are seasoned, whether you're a developer or not, there's tons of content and valuable material for all of you, all right? Everyone's included. So to make all this possible, there's some amazing people who've had to participate. So a huge shout out. Thank you all. Thank you guys, all the speakers, all the fantastic judges, instructors, mentors. Thank you all. You make this event what it is, such a great event at global scale. So let's talk about that scale for a moment, right? So for this hackathon, we've got more than 11,500 signups, almost $500,000 in prizes, right? People from 200 countries. We saw this in the chat. Did you guys see how many people from around the world there are? I mean, it's incredible. 200 plus countries. And here's the most important part, guys. Really take this on board, right? 72% plus of people have not built in the blockchain before. So if you're out there thinking, oh, this is all new, I'm a complete newbie to all this, doesn't matter. You're in good company. You're the majority. The minority of people have experience. The majority of people are like you, coming into a new space with the guts and the gusto to do something new and exciting. So, give yourself a pat on the back for that. Now, this is an ongoing trend for us. We've seen this over the years. So the previous hackathon, we do this twice a year, spring and fall. So the previous one, fall 2022, we had more than 10,000 signups and we had, $300,000 in prizes. And we had, 200 countries again registering there. And again, the vast majority of people, 70%, were new to blockchain development, right? So it's part of an ongoing trend. In fact, over the last 3+ years, we've had more than 50,000 plus, developers signing up, which, by the way, when you think about it, really what that means is that many people are leveling up their skills, right? Because when you participate in a hackathon, you're really leveling up your skills. You're achieving a whole bunch of skills, not just technical. There are a whole bunch of skills. We'll talk about that in a bit. And in the last 3.5 years or more, we've done more than $1.8 million worth of prizes, and hundreds of developers have been recruited, have raised funding, have launched actual projects and $1 million protocols. Okay, so these hackathons, and this one in particular, produces a lot of really, really top grade talent and projects out there. So you're going to be part of that, right? Now, I am totally serious, folks. I'm totally serious when I say there is plenty of evidence and role models of how this hackathon could actually launch your Web3 career or your protocol. It is very, very possible. And the reason I say that is some of our alumni, some of the other hackathon participants have had some amazing success, right? Like D-Bridge, for example, has done more than $102 million worth of volume, right? And tons of raises. Like we've had Krypton, which has raised more than $7 million recently. They were a hackathon participant. We had Struct Finance raising $3.9 million. And then we had Vulcan, who's got Mark Cuban on board as an advisor, right? These are just some of them. We've had so many participants go out and do amazing things. And what did they all have in common? Yeah, they were all Chainlink Hackathon participants, right? Now, look, tons of others, countless others have used this hackathon to kickstart their Web3 career, okay? In fact, hackathons as a whole are extremely useful ways for you to kickstart a new career and acquire new skills. Those of you who know Patrick Collins, who used to be a developer advocate here and is an advisor for Chainlink, well, he learned Solidity at a hackathon. Heck, I was a lawyer for so many years, for 15 years, and I first got interested in coding in a hackathon, and I was a non-technical participant that inspired me to acquire the technical skills, right? It does not matter if you're a coder or not. All that matters is that you come up hungry to learn, creative, and determined to do something, right? And we'll talk about that determination in a moment. So whether you're a designer, manager, economist, sociologist, scientist, academic, does not matter. Get in there, you're in the game, be part of it. It really matters. If you're afraid, don't worry, that's normal. Maybe you're feeling imposter syndrome. Hey, I feel it every day. Most people I know do. Do not worry about it. All the fun stuff that you want, all the growth, all the excitement, all the opportunities, it's on the other side of fear. So don't let your fear stop you, okay? We'll talk more about that in a moment. So what I really want from you guys, I want you guys to affirm to yourself right now that you're going to commit something. You're going to build something, you're going to submit a project. It doesn't matter if you don't feel it's ready. It doesn't matter if you don't think it's great. You're probably your own harshest critic. Just do it. Even if you don't do particularly well, who cares? You would have done more than you ever expected. You would have grown, you would have developed, you would have acquired new skills, And this is a process of constantly getting better, okay? This is the best way to practice your skills. No matter what they are, you have something valuable to contribute. And Web3, unlike most other places, is truly multidisciplinary, right? I know lots of people with psychology and economies and economist sort of backgrounds that are so heavily involved in Web3 because it's a space that needs all of this and a lot more, right? So just get in the game. Now, this hackathon is possible because of our phenomenal developer marketing team at Chainlink, and I'd like to thank the entire team, and I will in a moment. First, I want you to hear from Melody, who's our head of developer marketing.
Hi everybody, this is Melody. I'm the head of developer marketing here at Chainlink Labs. I'm part of the team that is actually putting together this event. We are super excited to have you with us. This is our biggest hackathon yet. We implemented so much of the feedback that we got from you guys. So you're going to be seeing some changes around here. And you're going to see some new categories like AI. And we're just super happy to have you with us. Please make sure that you attend the relevant technical workshops that we're going to put out throughout the event. And also make sure that you attend the team formation sessions because not everybody actually knows everybody. And we want to make sure that you get to have some friends. And that's a great opportunity to find team members. Again, good luck, and I'm super excited to see what you guys are going to build. Thank you for hacking with us.
Awesome. So thank you, Melody, and thank you, Melissa and Sophia and Agnes and the entire team. Like these are power teams of amazing human beings who've done incredible things to make this hackathon a reality for us. So thank you to all of them. And also, for those of you who do want to register for the AI plugin, I'm going to put the link here for a moment, right? It should show up in the chat any moment now. There you go. Use that link to register for it, right? And you know, again, grab every opportunity to participate in cutting edge technology and learn. Even if you don't end up using it, the fact that you learned something about it will count a lot, whether it's in your career, whether it's for your confidence, whether it's your ability to network with other people. It really, really, really matters. So jump in that form and register as soon as you can, right? Now, not yet, but I will get Patrick to share some thoughts with you guys as well, because I know you guys want to see from and hear from him, and he will be around very, very soon. I promise you that, right? So, in terms of the prizes, right? Like I mentioned, we've got almost $500,000, right? $450,000 worth of prizes. And there are a ton of them, right? So all the Chainlink prizes are now listed on the screen. We've got a whole bunch of them, multiple tracks, multiple domains, whatever's, catches your fancy, whatever aligns with your interests, your passion, your domain. Follow that curiosity, right? We'll talk about the sponsored prizes later on, but for now, just remember there are tons of tracks, so don't limit yourself. Follow whatever's interesting to you. The Chainlink Grand Prize is a whopping $25,000 worth, which is phenomenal. And we have a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, for example, we have $20,000 in total for all the 40 top ideas, right? Not only that, we're not done with just that. The top 100 projects, guys, the top 100 projects, that's a lot of projects, are going to get written feedback too. Now, we heard the feedback from you guys that you wanted written feedback on your projects. So the top 100 are going to get that. You ask for it, we deliver it, right? So we'll make sure you get that. All right. Now, for those of you who have new ideas for Chainlink services, or you have product improvement ideas, fantastic. Maybe you've got your own, or maybe you want to use some of these that are listed on the screen, right? Some great ideas could be, wrapping some service around the new Chainlink functions, or, coming up with Chainlink-based, universal unique identifiers or identity-based solutions, or gasless voting. Now, these are just some of my ideas. I've just thrown them up there, but you come up with something creative. Hey, be creative and think big, okay? And if you come up with something, well, there's prizes for that too. The first, second, and third prizes are shown on the screen. So people can get prizes for coming up with new Chainlink service ideas as well. Now, very quickly, we've also launched some really cool data products, right? So we have ETH Staking API, which is a feed, right? Which you can use in multiple ways. I put up some suggestions on the screen about how you could use it, and those are the links to access the APR feed. Or you want to work with the Bitcoin interest rate curve, which is having a fixed sort of reference rate in that sense is really key input for a lot of valuation models to benchmark against, or you want to see what the past volatility of asset prices has been, both upward and downward, and so you can build derivatives options, other DeFi options around it. So these are some feeds you can use in your hackathon project to add more color or come up with more creative ideas. Now, in terms of the schedule, it's all available at hack.chain.link. Okay, at hack.chain.link. That's the link at the bottom of the screen there. So you can go there and be sure to add stuff to your calendar. So you see the add to calendar buttons available, but also each of those items in the schedule are actually hyperlinks. So by all means, jump in there and add those to your calendar and make sure you attend the really cool ones. Okay. Now, like I said, massive schedule. Now, there are two main websites that you guys need to know about: hack.chain.link, which I've talked about, and then you want this one, which is the dev post link, right? Chainlink Spring 2023 devpost.com. That's where you will submit your hackathon projects. That's where it has all the rules. So you register for DevPost, you register for the hackathon. There are two registrations that you do. Then you also submit on DevPost. You can check all the details on the prizes and sponsors and rules on DevPost, and you submit your projects there. For hack.chain.link, you can get the schedules, you can get the announcements, you can get speaker details, and so on and so forth, right? So keep these two links handy, bookmark them, and make sure you just get across there. Now let's talk very quickly about the rules and eligibility. You can see the overall rules at the devpost.com link, and there'll be another link that'll come up soon that specifically links to the rules. Now guys, I know you all don't need reminding, but I'm going to have to say this anyway, right? We are, especially in Web3, we are an inclusive community. Violence, discrimination, hatred, nasty talk, not interesting, not tolerated, not necessary. All right, so don't do that. And I know you guys won't, but I have to say it. Now, some of the key dates. Today, April 20th, we kick off, right? And the submissions, you guys have to submit it by 9th of June, okay? 9th of June this year, just in case anybody's wondering. 2023, right? And June 10 or so, the judging will start. And by around June 27, we hope to get you the winners announced around that time, right? So these are your key dates. Keep that in mind. Now let's go through this one a little bit carefully, okay? So all the submissions on DevPost are due June 9th. We talked about that. Submission date is June 9th, okay? At 11:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those of you who aren't familiar with that, think of that as New York City, New York time, the Eastern Standard Time, okay? That's when it's due. You must submit a 3 to 5 minute video, all right? And you can look into the details of the rules at the website that I've put at the bottom of the slide. You must submit a video. All source code must also be submitted. And please, guys, you'd be surprised how many of you forget to do this, and then it's a real problem judging or you get to miss out. Make sure it's not a private repository. Look, the way hackathons work, the more public it is, the better it is for you. So you don't need to be guarded about your idea or anything like that. Just build, don't worry about what other people are doing. And in any case, it has to be public access for the judges to see it, right? Next thing, description. Make sure you do a good, clear description that mentions the Chainlink services that you use and all other services that you use and why you think this is a problem worth solving, right? Now, it's optional to have a link to a working demo. And for sponsor-specific prizes, make sure you check the rules website because that's may have sponsor-specific rules. So make sure you read that carefully, understand what you must deliver in order to qualify for the prizes, okay? Now, projects must use Chainlink technologies, and what we really would like to see with that is that when you use those technologies or those Chainlink services, some sort of change or state happens on the blockchain. Speaking of blockchain, if you choose a blockchain, just put it in the description as to why you chose that one, right? So for example, if you chose Arbitrum or Avalanche or Polygon, mention that, right? And mention why, mention your rationale, why you chose that particular chain. All of this goes into understanding the design of your project and is an important factor in the judging as well, okay? Now, guys, let's talk about why we're here, okay? I remember when, the dot-com bubble was happening. I was old enough then as well to know what was going on, and I missed out on that one, right? I have no intention of missing out on this wonderful, wonderful opportunity in Web3 because truly we are doing paradigm shifting work here, right? And that's why we're here. Not just me, all of you. All of you are here for the mission, for the belief, because we stand for something different. This is the new version of the internet, right? One where we have more control, one where privacy is respected, one where we have to trust, we get to verify, truth matters. All of these things are really important principles, and that's why we're here. So many things are possible. Guys, do not hold yourselves back, okay? Whether it's DeFi, well, we just start scratching the surface, right? You want to talk about governance? Hey, guys, we've barely just begun. There's so much interesting work to be done there, especially now that communities can be truly global and censorship resistant. What about if you want to convert or combine DeFi and governance? Well, That's actually even happened. It's happening now. In just a few days ago, the GMX exchange announced that they were integrating with Chainlink's low latency oracles following a community vote on Snapshot, right? So that's a combination of DeFi and governance right there. Guys, get part of this. Be involved. This is such a moment in human history, right? It's the kind of stuff that we're going to talk about for generations, I reckon. Okay, what about NFTs? Of course, Web3 communities love them. And they are really, really important ways to protect the rights of creative folks and creators while at the same time tightening their bond with their fans and followers, right? There's a real opportunity here to create communities around creatives that gives the fair allocation of value to all the participants in that community. You can also use NFTs for identity solutions and to foster a sense of belonging. Again, all sorts of novel use cases are possible for you, right? Now, what happens if, there's a big movement in the last year or so, and, I'm a big fan of this myself, stuff like Lens Protocol, right? Taking control of your social media data, connecting and composing your social media presence using Web3 blockchain technologies. There's some awesome use cases that get unlocked there, especially with Chainlink functions, right? So, and Chainlink services generally. For example, this year at ETH Denver, I was there this year, and one of the winning projects did combine Chainlink technologies with Lens Protocol, right? And there's a reason why it was so persuasive, so compelling, and the judges loved it. Guys, this is where the magic is, right? There's a lot of magic happening right now. That's why we're here. So please, once again, I'm going to say this again, make the commitment to submit a project. What you do matters. How you think matters. Your skills in the past, do not dismiss them. I can promise you somebody out there is looking for someone like you to participate. We all started somewhere. A lot of us started in hackathons. I can't tell you the number of people I've seen get good opportunities job-wise, socially, and sort of intellectually at hackathons. So please get there, right? Get in there, commit some code, submit a project, work with your teams, right? No matter what, this is how you're going to learn. Hey, this is how you're going to build friendships. And some of these friendships are going to matter months and months and years later, right? Plus, the skills that you develop will always be valuable. Your resume will never look the same again. You may even get noticed for your skills, for your communication style, for your design style, for your solution, even if you don't know how to implement it. And at the very least, just by meeting each other and trying to convince other people to join your team, you'll practice your pitching skill, which is invaluable in the real world and especially in tech, right? Now, it's really important to remember that because we're part of this Web3 revolution and we're part of this opportunity, especially us at Chainlink, we believe in connecting the traditional web and the Web3 because there's so many opportunities that unlock. Guys, the future is really not what it used to be. Okay, we get to define it. We get to put it together, right? Now, if you need help and support, well, we've got you covered. So here are you can go to the docs.chain.link website, where it has all the documentation for the services, but also how to get help. The DevPost resources section has more resources for you. And of course, you can jump into the Discord chat, the Chainlink official Discord channel, get in there, ask questions in the Hackathon server. I strongly recommend you check out our starter kits because they will save you a ton of time, right? We've got a whole bunch of starter kits around there, which have boilerplate for Foundry, Solidity, Viper, Hard Hat, Truffle, Brownie, whatever your tool of choice is. There's a ton of boilerplate that we've already helped create for you that you can just download those repos and start working on them. I would use Discord if I were you for hackathon related questions, admin questions, sponsors, prizes, community questions. And I would strongly urge you to put your technical questions on Stack Overflow, right? Of course, you can put them in Discord, but keep in mind a couple of things. Discord is not searchable. It's very easy to miss stuff in there. Other people can't search, so you're not actually being a source of knowledge for everybody. And also, if people miss it, it's really hard to find it sometimes. And so therefore, you may actually delay your own progress by not putting it on Stack Overflow. So I'd strongly encourage you guys to put technical coding related, software related questions on Stack Overflow, right? There are a bunch of videos that Patrick and others have done about how you do this well. Now, the primary channels of communication that Chainlink Labs will use to communicate with participants such as yourself will be email and the Discord channel, right? This is how we'll get most of our notifications across to you, and sometimes and also on the website and the DevPost site as well, right? So stay across all of these things. Now, starting after this, after the ceremony, well, in several hours is going to be our meet and greet, right? So if you go to hack.chain.link, you will see in the schedule there that one of the first events is the meet and greet. Click on that, add it to your calendars, attend. It's an avatar application. Sorry, I beg your pardon. It's a gather application. So we get together in a place. A whole bunch of us will be there over the course of the day. And this is where you get to connect with other hackers, especially those in favorable time zones, right? You can share ideas, collaborate, build things together. This is where you form your team, right? A huge, huge opportunity for you guys to form your team, multidisciplinary team, multi-skill teams, and build these relationships, possibly for life, right? Now, I'd like to quickly talk you through who our sponsors are for this event. We've got some amazing sponsors for you, and a big thank you to them for participating in this event. It really makes it very, very special for us as well. So we're really thrilled. Now, a few of them have actually prepared some words of encouragement for you because they know how important hackathons are to the success of the developer and non-developer community in Web3. And so let's hear from them now.
On behalf of AWS, I'm honored to welcome everyone to the Chainlink Spring Hackathon. We're honored to be participating as the Platinum event sponsor. I want to thank Chainlink Labs for putting this incredible event together, and to all the enthusiastic builders joining us from all over the world. At AWS, we're passionate about enabling developers to build robust and easy-to-use applications, and we're proud to be working with Chainlink to make this happen. We recently announced Chainlink Functions, which allows developers to connect their decentralized applications or smart contracts to any Web2 API and run custom computations in minutes. With just a few lines of code, you can integrate Chainlink Functions with AWS to bring robust tooling to the ecosystem and support the growing number of ecosystem developers. I'm Brad, the head of Web3 for North America at AWS. Our team of industry experts supports the challenges and opportunities of the Web3 segment. Our mission is to ensure that startups to enterprises across blockchain and Web3 choose, build, and grow on AWS. We work to position AWS as the cloud provider of choice by earning trust with our customers through commercial and technical support. AWS has more services and features within those services than any other cloud provider. We have continually expanded our services to support virtually any cloud workload, and we now offer 200 plus fully featured services to meet the unique needs of Web3 companies. These services include compute, storage, databases, analytics, ML, AI, security, virtual and augmented reality, media, and much more. But what sets AWS apart is the breadth of our services and the depth of functionality within each of them. As a longtime supporter of the Web3 industry, AWS is committed to empowering Web3 developers to redefine the internet. Our team of experts is here to support our customers with infrastructure, go-to-market, and visibility with the deepest resources of any cloud provider. AWS has a wide variety of programs dedicated to supporting startups at every stage of their journey. For example, AWS Activate offers service credits and technical and business support for Series A and earlier companies. We provide access to AWS resources such as an account manager, solutions architect, and product specialists. We make introductions not just across AWS and Amazon, but throughout the entire Web3 ecosystem and to the biggest enterprises in the world. We're excited to see what amazing projects the Chainlink builders create during this hackathon. We look forward to supporting you in any way we can. Let's build together.
Awesome. Thank you, AWS. Next, we're going to hear from Flo.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andrea, and I'm DevRel lead at Flow. Super excited and proud to be supporting the Chainlink Hackathon, and I can't wait to see what you all build. We put up a $50,000 prize pool, and I'll get into that in just a second. First, I want to talk a little bit about Flow and why you should be choosing Flow during this hackathon. Flow is a permissionless layer 1 blockchain that is purpose-built for building apps for mainstream adoption. I know a lot of people like to say the word mainstream adoption, but Flow has a proven track record of being the chain for mainstream adoption. Starting with NBA Top Shot. NBA Top Shot introduced hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people to NFTs for the first time. Since then, some of the world's top brands like the UFC, like the NFL, like Mattel, like Doodles are all choosing Flow to build on. But here's why you should be choosing Flow for this hackathon. First of all, Flow is scalable at the L1, meaning you don't have to split state with sharding or L2s. How is this possible? Because Flow has a multi-node architecture. There's a separation between consensus and compute, meaning different nodes do different things and can scale differently. You can read more about the nodes on flow.com. Secondly, Flow has a unique programming language called Cadence. Cadence has a very familiar syntax inspired by Swift and TypeScript, but has purpose-built features for smart contracts, which makes it so easy to write and represent digital assets of value. Things like resource orientation, things like being unable to duplicate or lose assets accidentally. Once developers try out Cadence, they never want to go back. Thirdly, the onboarding experience for users, right? That's what really counts, the end users, is butter smooth. Not only does Flow have some amazing wallets, but Web2 users don't usually want to use or know how to use wallets. And that's why we as the Flow community introduced things like walletless onboarding and hybrid custody, meaning users can log in with their social identities and progressively take ownership of their assets without having to sacrifice with the Web3 ethos of decentralization. And lastly, the reason why you're all here, Flow has a $50,000 prize pool in this hackathon, meaning there's over 12 prizes, 13 to be exact, 3 grand prizes and 10 runner-up prizes. So definitely choose Flow and win big. With that, I will let you get on with the ceremony. Get started today at developers.flow.com. If you have any questions, either reach out to me or join us on Discord, discord.gg/flow. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you, Andrea from Flow. Next, we have the guys from
Hi,
QuickNode.
I'm Radek. I'm a developer advocate at QuickNode, and it's great to be a part of Chainlink Hackathon again. Let me tell you a little bit of what is QuickNode. QuickNode, at its base, is RPC node provider. It's our bread and butter, and it's what we are best at. We provide a way to connect, read from, and write to 20 blockchains, with more being added constantly. We give you the fastest nodes that you never need to worry about. We handle all the load balancing, optimizations, uptime issues, or the transactions reliably going through. But QuickNode is also much more than just RPC nodes. We give you the APIs to easily access and handle all the data from these nodes. We have an NFT API and token API to easily get all the information about the tokens and NFTs. We also have a powerful GraphQL API to quickly fetch market insights as well. But wait, there's more. We've got 2 more great things to share with you. First is quick alerts. These are real-time alerts for on-chain events. You can easily add real-time blockchain event-driven logic into your workflows. It's like Zapier for blockchain data. And lastly, we have QuickNode Marketplace. It's a marketplace for add-ons that you can plug into your app. For example, if you need an NFT minting API or a price feed data or a gas estimation API for your app, you can plug an add-on, get all the functionality that you need, and have more time to focus on building your app and your logic and what you are best at. In short, we make developers' lives easier. That's the most important part in everything we do. And to that end, to make your life even easier, I have an offer for you. I want to give you 3 months of our scale plan, our highest plan, for free. $300 of credits applied to your account every month for 3 months for a total value of $900. All you need to do is go to qn.social/chainlink and you'll have all the information there. It will take you like 2-3 minutes. And 3 months of our highest plan are waiting for you. With that, I did my part. Now it's time to do yours. Go and build something interesting, helpful, or just fun. Good luck with whatever you choose and happy building.
Thank you, QuickNode. And now we have from Space and Time.
Hey everyone, Scott Dykstra, CTO of Space and Time here, and I'm really excited about the Chainlink Hackathon. Space and Time is a decentralized data warehouse that captures real-time indexed data from major chains, including testnets, and leverages Chainlink to allow your smart contracts on chain to directly query data from Space and Time. We load real-time data from the chains, and you can load your own off-chain data and build dApps on top of our APIs. Building dApps on top of space and time is easy, includes streaming, and we're still in beta. So if you find a few bugs, let us know, and we'll consider that bug triage in the prize process. We're going to be active in the Chainlink support channel and on our own Discord, updating regularly on Twitter, and we're here to support you guys through the process. Space and Time also has an awesome dApp that we built to make it easier for you to leverage space and time. The prizes that we've aligned are reflective of our excitement in the Chainlink program. We've aligned a $15,000 grand prize for best application built on space and time in Chainlink, a $10,000 best partnership integration, and finally, third, most creative use cases prize is split into $5,000 for 5 projects. Get started and let us know if you need any help at all. Let's do it.
Awesome. Awesome. That is so good. Well, you heard from Scott there. So, quickly to recap, we got a ton of sponsor prizes, right? We've got AWS giving, our $200,000 of credits. We have Flow, giving you a total of $50,000 worth of prizes. Again, you heard from Scott, Space and Time's also doing 25,000. There's quite a lot there to be had, you guys. Truflation is also giving us a bunch of prizes for you guys to pursue. And Bitcoin.com is also giving $15,000 worth of prizes to 15 top projects. And as we heard from QuickNode, you get 3 months of that. Everyone who's participating in this hackathon gets $900 worth of credit just by using, the scale tier of QuickNode for 3 months, right? Now, we also have one special, and I was going to say lucky, but really it's not about luck. It's about, being really special and standing out. One special project is going to get a 42 Studio to mentor them and coach them on pitching, going to market strategy and marketing strategies, right? Which is very, very valuable if you're going to take your project or protocol out to the market. So, check that's also an offer for one very special project out there. Now you can get the full breakdown of all the sponsor prizes, all the Chainlink prizes, all the tracks, how to submit, all of it is available on DevPost. Okay, so make sure you go and check it out, because I don't expect you to memorize it all. So, I know we've covered a lot, but if you did, good for you. I'd still go and check the link just in case, things change. So, all right, now let's talk about one last thing right before we start to wind up. SmartCon 2023, people, it's happening, and it's happening in Barcelona this year, right? So October 2nd and 3rd, use the code HACK23 for a 20% discount. You can get all the details at smartcon.chain.link. Guys, last year we were at New York. It was epic, right? And I reckon this year is going to be even bigger. We're going to have great speakers, tons of workshops, dev stages, other sorts of stages. We're going to have all sorts of really, really fun things, panels, keynote speeches, right? Basically, you're going to have front row seats to meet, hear from, and interact with some of the biggest names in finance, technology, Web3. And hey, there's a weekend of festivities as well, right? It's Barcelona, so why not? Yeah. Now, I promised you, and someone's going to have a few words to share with you. And of course, Patrick Collins, this wouldn't be complete without him either. So, here he is sharing some thoughts for you guys.
What up, Chainlink 2023 Spring Hackathoners? I hope you are all ready for a fantastic time of hacking. Hope your fingers are ready to do some clickety-clacking. I wish you the best of luck, because at these hackathons, these are the stomping grounds of innovation, and it's at these hackathons that we set up the future of Web3 for success. So I wish you good luck, hack away, have fun, and we'll see you on the other side.
Thank you, Patrick. Yes, we will see you on the other side. Guys, I'm so excited for you. You are going to have an epic, grand few weeks, right? I'm so excited. But before we start, I need to thank you guys for showing up today, for wanting to be part of the hackathon, for getting involved, for having the guts to get involved, to get out there and put your creativity, your ideas to the test, to find teams. I'm so excited for you. A big thank you for showing up, for caring, for wanting to do something meaningful. I really appreciate that. I know everybody at Chainlink appreciates you guys for wanting to do something with us during this hackathon. We're so excited for you, right? Now, this is where you guys get to start hacking. I promise to try and wind this up as soon as I can. So remember, register at hack.chain.link if you haven't already, and then also register on DevPost, and that's where you submit. You submit on DevPost, okay? So register, commit in your mind, commit in your heart, right? Hack, submit, and then commit your code, okay? So 2 kinds of commitments, don't forget. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you being in here. You know where to find us on Discord and all the other channels that I talked about. We really look forward to see what you guys are going to build. It is going to be fantastic. We're all going to learn a lot. We're all going to dream big, and we're all going to do amazing things with a fantastic breadth of technologies that Chainlink provides and our partners provide and sponsors provide, and that is the Web3 space. Guys, you are literally building the future while it's unfolding in front of you. I am so excited. Thank you so much for being part of this incredible journey. I will see you around the traps over the next few weeks. Take care.